forced to be in the box at times. But
Tsygankov takes on the shot that from Real Madrid. He'll get a second chance to cross. Oh, and Rodrigo with the clever flick that was going in.
Of games he's played and at the level, you know, he's played those very much.
Girona, the indication from Mitchell, had to try to be quick.
He's turning away from Oriol Romeo, and then the cross is dealt with a little awkwardly by Gazzaniga, having to turn it. Both teams very positive, and now Valverde with the strike, and he'll be
in a very, very advantageous position.
Looking ball from Romeo, but Modric had throw in. Tsygankov. Return. Bueno couldn't cut it out. Oh, and the flamboyant piece of skill from Vinny, who's convinced that he was fouled. And my first instinct was that he had a bit of a case here. He's team plenty forward for Girona, and the cross now. Tati Castellanos makes it 1-0. A header from close range that he really couldn't miss. It was beautifully worked by Girona. And when the cross came in, Castellanos was unmarked, 6 yards out, picked his spot, and Girona...
Nothing.
Is the corner coming in? It's dangerous inside the penalty. Players getting forward. Jan Couto can't get past, who will turn onto his right foot to shoot. Blocked. Kroos back to on his left foot. Instead, it's the cross that's a little headed, not away, but on by Tati. And now Rudiger going down in a collision with Bueno, and the free kick has been given the way of Girona.
To face Santi Bueno or
given away by Couto, who had combined beautifully with Tsygankov and Arnau, who is sticking to a tongue and still lays it back. Rodrigo, and he can only slice it high and wide, but there is the Castellanos getting away from Eder Militao. Chance for 2-0, and it is 2-0, and it's Tati Castellanos at the double for Girona. What a dream start for the Catalans. He was played in over the top, got away from Eder Militao. It looked like the defender was getting back to make the challenge, but he kept his poise, fired it low, hard to shoot. Oriol Romeo wouldn't let him, but Valverde, actually his parent club, and his Tsygankov looking to get in. Well, had the chance to make it 3-0 as Nacho Asensio. 28th start of the season.
They're loving it, Andy.
Yeah, so, some of them
without time wasting. It's not. It's Marco Asensio, and it just flicked. Asensio teases it to the area. Vinicius scores. It was a comfortable header for him at the far post, an understated celebration this time. But Real Madrid have one back. Lovely ball in from Marco Asensio, who continues his outstanding form with a goal. Real Madrid's tails up now, and they will be back to Rodrigo. Good defending by Santi Bueno, and Vinny is a great. Castellanos looking for a hat-trick, not this time as he hit. Carvajal can't cut it out. It's a chance, and it's just over the top from Rodrigo Riquelme, who plays it out for Kroos, who's control. Rodrigo, a foot on it from Romeo, and then a handball, was it, by Romeo? No.
Fortunately now
break. Here's Vinicius. Brought down this time by Arnau. A few rolls from Vinny. 3 in the middle for the cross. Won't reach it because Romeo Militao. Now for Jan Couto, and maybe just a lack of composure there from Couto.
A little bit.
Well, Vinny will try to run past Romeo here, but halving the deficit. But as we reach half-time, it's still Girona who lead, and just about worth it. If they win this game, they'd be 5 points off potential. Show into a crossing position, and it's Castellanos with the hat-trick. 35 seconds into the second half. The run and the cross from Jan Couto set up the chance perfectly, and Castellanos, full of confidence, angle for the ball in, but that's easily dealt with. The corner played to the far post, and he's flying at it again. He only gets a glancing, getting in behind, and still and running on, but the final touch was a little too heavy as he was challenged. Sorry to
Girona, yes.
It's Vinny again. He perhaps had mixed feelings when he was called by Real Madrid. Not enjoying it much today, and not just
raining again heavily.
That's Carvajal's cross. Looking then, we saw how Tsygankov was able to drop.
These are natural goal scorers, Andy, that will always power and ability to run at defenders.
Gigankov, who feeds it in at Carvajal.
Additional as obviously Casemiro was in Tchouaméni.
Mitchell very serious watching the.
It's one of those days, Andy.
For Catellanos, incredible! Everything going right for him and Girona, who lead 4-1 against Real Madrid, the reigning European and La Liga champions. They are being humbled.
Playing a lot right now.
It's their first target for the season as Lunin has to gather the... Can't quite get there as Real Madrid. Here's Asensio, deflected. And as we've been saying, you can't ever write off. Catellanos on the run again. Lunin. By Bueno, he'll try again, and he'll run through and go down and not get a free kick. And again, he's unhappy. Barcelona that bit closer to the title, more central.
Yeah.
And here's Rodrigo trying to pull one back with a long-range shot that is the first shot for quite laid back for Ivan Martin, and it could have been 5-1 with Valeri. What an opportunity! Just who's played 51 minutes so far this with and Vinicius, and no flag. Stretch. And Stuani just into the final 10 minutes. Vinicius tonight. Girona absolutely dominating them. Angled ball towards Mariano, who gets up to a team story over the last few years. The rise of a number of lone players and, of course, the infrastructure. And he will try to get past Bueno to the byline. Cuts back, Lucas Vázquez. It's in, and Real Madrid have pulled one back. More magic from Vinicius setting it up. Brilliant run to the byline. And the cutback for